Hey, everybody. Welcome to the stream and welcome to my side of the YouTubes. My name is Carly and I am your commentator and YouTuber for today. Just playing. Welcome back to my channel, though. I appreciate your love and support. And shout out to the replay crew, which will probably be the only ones that see this because I only have 37 subscribers. So if you guys would like to subscribe, throw me a comment or a like or hell, even a dislike. Any algorithm helps. So what if you want to downplay it, then or dislike it, go right on ahead. Everyone has their right to their opinion. But yeah, thanks for the support. I really, really do appreciate it. Also, the video I am about to play is from a smaller YouTuber. I love to find smaller YouTubers, such as myself, to refer to, and she laid out straight facts. Her name is all things Sassy on YouTube, and girl, I threw the link for your video in my description, and credit is in the description as well. Go give her a like, go give her a subscribe, and check out her videos. Really cute, awesome channel. Love it. She is so my vibe. Love her. Anyway, so we are going to get to without a crystal ball, without a pot to piss in, whatever you want to call her. She does this all of the time. She will go on YouTube, she will, or whatever, IG, Facebook even, and rage about shit. And then she dirty deletes it, man. All the time. She does this all the time. So we're gonna kind of review this video by All Things Sassy, and I want to put in my commentary as well because yeah, I need to because it's a reaction video and I have some things to say. The way that she goes off about this, she just makes up straight lies, dude. She makes up straight lies, and I really don't understand why she has the following she does. I really don't. Blows my mind. Blows my mind. And then small YouTubers like myself and a little bit bigger YouTubers like All Things Sassy don't get the views that they deserve. And it's just ratchet in my opinion. But opinions aren't facts, and yeah. So that's where we're at. I'm trying to find the words to say because this woman is out of this world, dude. Out of this world. Like the lies that she says and the things that she says is outrageous. I'm not going to sit here and say that she needs psychological or mental help because I'm not anyone to diagnose anyone. And it's not up to her either to say that about anyone, that they need psychological help. Ma'am, you aren't a psychologist. Ma'am, you aren't a doctor. You're not a therapist. You are not a licensed professional. Sitting here talking all this smack about Emily. She's actually a bar licensed attorney in the state of California. And she just sits there and talks crap about how she's not licensed in the state of Tennessee. She no longer practices law. Okay? She used to be a DA for the district attorney's office in California, but she no longer practices. She is a YouTuber that breaks down legal documents. She doesn't provide any legal services, nor does she give legal advice on her channel. I just want to kind of start off with that because the things that you're about to hear are insane. Take it for what you will, listen to this and draw your own conclusion, but this is where I'm at right now. And All Things Sassy, girl, you and I have the same vibe. We got the same vibe going on. All right, I pulled up my YouTube premium account, and we're going to watch this ad-free this time. I started another live stream. I didn't like how it ended up. I messed up. I screwed up. No one was watching anyway, so it doesn't matter. So we're going to play this video, and we're going to see what this. You know what? I'm not going to cuss at her. I'm not going to call her a name. Oh Lord Jesus! All right, let's watch this. I'm gonna shut up.
This video is for entertainment purposes only. Do not consider anything I say to be fact. These are my opinions and my opinions only. Let's get into this. If you are new here, welcome. Hit that subscribe
I am not
button.
Have it together. There we go.
And we are going to be talking about Katie Joy's shenanigans and 7M lawsuit that she has been recently served with and her spiraling. If you're not new here, you already know the drill. You already know what we cover here. So thanks for being here, and let's just get into it. So now that the lawsuit has officially been served, Without a Crystal Ball is spiraling on every platform, mostly Instagram. And she made a series of posts yesterday that she ended up deleting immediately after posting. And
of course she did.
Was this. Any YouTube creator that takes the side of 7M or...
Just a side note, she loves to dirty delete.
Any cult, when they sue me, isn't worth my time. The lawsuit is based...
Another question. Who is the cult? Because I'm really confused on that. It sounds like a YouTube channel, but I didn't find one, and I have no freaking idea what they're talking about. Without a Crystal Ball, girl, what do you mean by a cult? A cult is like a religious group, or some kind of commune, like that holds people hostage and shit. Like, what does she mean by that? Someone tell me, please.
So we are filing a response. They want an immediate injunction, but those are not easy to obtain. Courts do not like to gag their cases. It's a last resort they will take. We will not remove content. I stand by my reporting. Side note, she has already deleted a ton of posts and Instagram lives. So that little statement alone is false.
We all know that.
If you want the tea, there is no tea. We will not be silent. Scientology still hasn't shut up, Leah Remini.
Girl. Oh my God. Let me read this again. The lawsuit is baseless, but you said there's no lawsuit. So which one is it? And then you sit here and say that they want an immediate injunction, but those aren't easy to obtain. We will not remove content, but you steady dirty delete, girl.
That's how hard it is to get injunctions. I have been sued, because I tend to cover cults, criminals, and narcissists. Narcissistic injury is real, and many love to sue to silence. I've yet to lose a lawsuit.
You didn't win one either. It was dismissed, I believe, due to jurisdiction, if I'm not mistaken.
Period. The YouTubers covering this story while ignoring the cult need some serious soul searching. Well, of course, this has been deleted, and here's another one. If you broadcast the full lawsuit before it was filed in court, you have broken confidentiality. I shared the summons page and a screenshot. I can share this because I am the respondent. If you shared the lawsuit before I was served, confidentiality with the court makes judges very angry. Know the law before you post lawsuits on you.
We're allowed to do commentary on whatever we want, to be honest with you. And we can give our opinion on anything. That's not defamation. That doesn't call for a lawsuit, sweetie. Sorry, not sorry. Fair use.
YouTube. Okay, so little caveat here. The reason she is so mad is because mainly Emily D. Baker got her hands on the lawsuit. Mind you, the lawsuit is in the court. They did file it in court, and apparently Katie was not aware, so she went on this rant of, I'm gonna sue you. I'm gonna do this. You shouldn't have done that. You're in bed with the cult. The live stream she did last night was absolutely hilarious. She spoke with her whole chest, and she was wrong about everything she said, and that made it even funnier. Of course, she deleted it after, and she did not show back up on Instagram at all after that post was made and deleted. And there was this little pretty gem. A YouTuber that has gone out of her way to make a big deal of baseless lawsuits against me is talking about it now. The facts are this. Emily Baker knows nothing about me. Emily Baker is not licensed to practice as an attorney in Tennessee.
What does that have to do with the price of tea in China? Nothing. Emily participated and encouraged harassment of me during the Tati Westbrook lawsuit against me. I won the lawsuit. Lie. She never apologized to me. She doesn't owe you an apology. All she did was report on the facts. And you didn't like the fact that you got called out. You didn't like the fact that Emily called you out because you got a order from the court not to delete your shit. And you deleted Twitter posts and YouTube content, if I'm not mistaken. That was proven and debunked over and over again. It doesn't matter. She is not practicing law on her YouTube channel. She's not giving legal advice. She doesn't do attorney stuff anymore. You're correct. She is only licensed in the state of California, and she worked for the DA's office, and now she's a YouTuber. She doesn't do any legal services. That's illegal. If you were educated for one moment, I guess you would know that, wouldn't you?
Emily participated and encouraged harassment of me during the Tati Westbrook lawsuit against me. I won the lawsuit. She's never apologized to me. If you want the tea on my lawsuit, come to me. Besides my legal team,
we ain't gonna come to you for anything, because anyone who has put two, if I could talk today, if anyone has put 2 seconds of their time into looking into your channel and listening to your videos, they will catch discrepancies left and right. Let's not sit here and pretend that you're the most honest freaking YouTuber in the world, because you have been caught lying on more times than I can count. I can't get it together today for the life of me. Not caffeinated enough. Let's continue.
Says it's baseless. We are filing a response and filing counterclaims. The lawsuit
I'm not the only one tripping over words. Thank you.
will never get to court. There will be no settlement, and I will not be forced into silence. Emily speaks about me because she has a legion of... I was at the lowest point during the Westbrook lawsuit. She made my life miserable.
Okay. Emily didn't state anything about your case except what was in the documents and gave her own opinion. You were served a motion to not delete content on your social medias, and you proceeded to go and do that. We proved it. Okay, it's been proven. There's hella YouTube videos out here about it, that they went on your social blade. You had deleted content and you deleted tweets. You had an order not to, and you did, and you were called out for it. Period. No one's gonna... She is not a good person. Who are you to tell if anyone's a good person or not? Who are you to tell if they need psychological help? You are not a medical professional in any way, nor should you be saying anything like that or diagnosing anyone. Carry on.
Yes, she said that.
If you're deleting things, let's talk about it. Let's see. I'm reading right now. I would have to go look and say what Emily did say. But I'm pretty sure it has to do with the motion to not delete your shit, and it could result in criminal charges if I'm not mistaken. So there we go again. She is, like I said, she is a licensed attorney. She knows the law inside and out. She was a district attorney for the state. Okay? So for you to sit here and try to overrule her law knowledge when you are not an attorney or never studied law a day in your life, to sit here and bash her for something that you have no idea about is comical.
You want the damn tea on this lawsuit? Come to me. Emily is batting zero on her lawsuit analysis of mine. Well, that's a mouthful. First of all, Emily has never went for her. Emily has even had her mods in the chat to calm down and timber on the haters to say, look, this is not a place where we're going to talk about creators. We're just going to talk about the facts. We're just going to talk about what the court documents say, and that's that. We're not going to talk about what Katie does, what Katie doesn't do, what she shouldn't do, what she should do. The difference is this right here, Katie, is defamation. So while you're going on running your mouth talking about how you're going to sue Emily, Emily could sue you. And you know that. And you've already sent Emily a cease and desist, just like you sent Happy YouTube, and they all laughed in your face and made dances and songs to go along with it.
Sure did. And I should do it myself, because this woman goes straight lying on people. And I commend Emily for not engaging. I commend Emily for always just keeping it real and always leaving it to the facts and reading the documents and moving on. She doesn't play into this drama, and I respect her through and through, and that's why she has respect. No one wants your respect, Katie Joy. Girl, please.
So stop lying. And she never said she's giving out legal advice. She's simply reading documents. Which,
thank you.
The ironic thing is, that's what you do, right? That's what you do with Josh Duggar. That's what you do.
Let's not forget that she goes into people's personal lives. She goes way too far. She pulls up documents and makes assumptions about the Duggars, for example. She goes way too far, and she is very lucky that she has not been sued by them thus far for all the defamation and lies that she's put out about them. They probably can't keep up with it because of how much it is, but she totes the line. And I won't be surprised if she gets served even more lawsuits from more YouTubers, because she just doesn't stop.
Did with Lydia Chung, but yet when your lawsuit gets talked about, you want cease and desist, you want to sue people, you want to shut them down, you want to say they have no credibility.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of here with that.
Mm-hmm.
And what we have next is her Instagram live that she deleted, where she ranted and raved, and she was cocky, and she pushed her chest out and told the world what she thought. But the entire time she was wrong, as per usual. And another thing, a disclaimer I want to add to this. She's saying that everybody got the lawsuit from the Shins and from Robert, and that we're all in bed with the cult, and we talk to the cult. First of all, I do talk to the cult. Put that on the record. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't care. I do talk to them. And I did ask them about the lawsuit before it was filed, and they did not give it to me. And they told me nobody is getting a copy of that lawsuit until it is filed in court. So stop trying to talk crap about them, because if I need to drop the screenshot where I asked them and they refused, I will. Stop lying on them, Katie.
Girl.
They didn't give anybody the lawsuit. It's on the public file. And maybe you should have looked while you was all cocky saying, I can show you. But y'all are going to love this, because, again, she delivered.
And that's another thing. She always talks about, you must have got it here. You did this, that, and the other. Blah, blah, blah. It's sad. It really is. It really is. Carry on.
Commentary. Lord help us all, but here we go.
I'm just going to come on here for a second. You can join me. I want to be 100% clear right now. Like 100%. I'm not going to mess around. I'm not going to like be silly or funny. I'm going to be real here. My lawsuit is not filed in court. It is not filed in court. I will show you that it is not filed in court. Not one person has reached out to me to ask for a copy of the lawsuit. How then do all of these YouTubers have the lawsuit?
I want you to pay attention to the date. It says date filed 4/5/2022. Katie did this live stream on the 6th saying it was not filed in court. It was filed in court on the 5th. So nobody got it illegally. Notice it says,
Oops. I did not mean to do that.
Who you?
so nobody got it illegally. Notice.
Nobody got it illegally. As you can see, the case number is right there. Civil, other, Wright County. And it just says case status open. Yeah. 7M Films, Robert Sheenan versus Catherine Mansky-Paulson, I think that's her name. Is that a Crystal Ball LLC? Girl, it's public information. And for you to sit here and to keep lying and saying that it's not, you're queen of gaslighting. Queen of gaslighting.
It says the 5th.
Who did they get the lawsuit from? Because it is not filed in court.
Incorrect again.
Anyone speaking about this lawsuit communicated with the cult.
I didn't.
Is that who you want to be following? Do you want to
Anyone
follow
but you.
someone that will willingly take a look
I will follow anyone but your lying self. Okay?
at the lawsuit?
I mean, I would rather follow Robert Sheen than
Because
you.
this is not
All
filed
day
in court.
long.
This is a pocket service. There is no court record. We are not under the jurisdiction of a court. They got the lawsuit from the cult,
Oh my
not
God.
from me.
What the hell is a cult? I need to know.
It's not in court.
What is the cult, y'all? Please tell me what the cult is. Can you know, even if it's Replay Crew or someone, can you advise me what the frick the cult is?
There is no case number, no judge. It has not been filed in court. If you are a YouTuber and you are talking about this case, you did not get it from me.
No, sweetie, I actually didn't. I got it from the court website. I mean, are you that incapable? Seriously.
You got it from the cult.
Who
It's
is the cult?
absolutely hilarious to me. Look at her face.
Is the cult 7M? What am I missing? I'm assuming that it's 7M and who is suing her. But I thought she meant like a cult, like a religious cult. I'm like, is this woman absolutely insane? And then I, listen to the context. It's public information, Katie Joy. It's a simple Google away if you would just look it up, but you're the queen of gaslighting and want to fill your own narrative and try and spin it because you look like a total dumbass.
Face. She's so pissed off. You did not get it from me. You did not. There is no judge. There is no jurisdiction. You've been talking to the cult. Y'all, this is hilarious. Say it with your whole chest, girl. Say it and mean it.
The whole chest, girl. The whole chest.
Do you want to stand on the side of the cult?
Yep.
Because we didn't give you this.
I'm done. I have no words for this contraption of a person.
We didn't give you this. If you have a copy of it, that means you got it from Robert.
I
or you
didn't,
got
though.
It from 7-Up.
You can actually get it on the website, sweetie, but go
It's
off.
not filed in court. It's called pocket service.
Oh, my
That means
goodness.
you can't go online and find this.
You can,
That
actually.
means you can't download this from the court.
You actually can.
That means you have to get the lawsuit from one of the parties. You have to request it.
Lord help
from
me.
the court.
Lord.
No, they have not filed anything in court.
I just want to give a shout out to All Things Sassy, who gave credit to. Her link is in the description. Thank you for posting this. I needed this entertainment today.
We have not been notified of it being filed in court.
This shit's killing me. This shit is too funny.
Oh man, I'm dying.
This is what we have. There's no case number. It is not filed in court.
Not the question marks.
When it's filed in court, we are notified.
That's why he's not giving it out, because you haven't gotten an official copy yet, dum dum. But it's still on the court website. I'm not gonna call names. Because I am better than that. But still, like.
So you guys got this not from the court.
The queen of gaslighting. Minnesota Judicial Branch. And here we go. Oh, there is a case. What do you know?
Would you look at that? Well, where would you look at that?
You look at that.
You see that? Look at that.
Yeah. I mean, it's the thing that she said that you couldn't get online. You know, that thing? She can't be this stupid. Please tell me that she's not that stupid and she's trolling, because come on now.
Would you look at that?
This was sent to my home. They showed up at my home with the lawsuit. This is called pocket service. Pocket service.
No, honey, it's not called pocket service. When you have an attorney, okay, and you want to file, or even if you do it on your own, you file it with the court and you pay the fee. There is no pocket service. I mean, you can pay a licensed server to serve you, or the sheriff. What the actual fuck do you mean by pocket service? She's just making up fucking fancy words to sound like she knows what the hell she's talking about. Girl, miss me with that bullshit.
Service in the state of Minnesota means from the date that you file, you have 1 year, or from you draft the lawsuit, you have 1 year to file it with the court. These have not. It
was filed on April 5th. Oh my God, girl.
And they do this in the state because a lot of these lawsuits never go to court. And so what they do is they allow.
But it's on the Minnesota Judicial website, dude. Literally.
Pocket service, which allows attorneys to work things out outside the jurisdiction of a judge. It's still a lawsuit, but it's not in the public domain.
Okay, I'm not going to repeat that, but y'all get it.
It hasn't been filed. They requested injunctions, but that doesn't mean it's been filed. You can put anything in a complaint, but it hasn't been filed.
But it has, though.
Like,
you don't know what you're talking about.
With me? Because I'm the party here.
I'm going to argue with
you.
you.
Do you want to argue with me?
Let's go.
Because I'm the party here.
Doesn't matter what party you are, sweetie. It's been filed.
Pocket service is used when someone isn't serious about their lawsuit. Pocket service is used when people want to start a lawsuit.
Is that the official definition? Lawyer Katie?
Be a dick. Or they don't want to deal with
I can't.
You were told, you knew, right? You knew, and they weren't effing around with you. They sent you a cease and desist, and you ignored it like you always do.
Yep, because she doesn't stop running her mouth. She gets too personal. She gets into people's business and she defames people. You know, the Tati Westbrook case, she didn't win that. Okay, it was dropped because of jurisdictional issues. It had nothing to do with the case itself. And Tati did not refile in the other state that she needed to file in. So let's not pretend that she won. She is sitting here blowing smoke up everyone's ass.
You thought they were going to be like Steve McRae and never file it. Girl, they got money. They are taking your ass to court, so get ready. And your insurance doesn't cover defamation, darling, because you did it on purpose.
Yep.
So if you knew about this lawsuit ahead of time, that means you were speaking to the cult. If you knew about this and you have these documents, that means you're speaking to the cult. If you're reporting on this and you have the documents, you're in bed with the cult.
But I'm really not. I don't know who the fuck they are, and I printed it off. So, like, it's on the website.
You can be in bed with the cult and on the wrong side, again, like you always are, Emily, or you can be on the right side.
Now she's going to talk about my girl, Emily, and that's really going to upset me because Emily does nothing. Emily Baker, we're talking about the legal commentator here on YouTube. She does not give legal advice. She doesn't provide legal services, which is illegal to do on YouTube, by the way. And it doesn't matter what state she's licensed in, okay, because she no longer practices effing law anymore. She doesn't practice law. She gives legal commentary and breaks down documents. That is all she does. And gives her opinion and her commentary. She just don't like the fact that she gets called out by her with facts and prove, and all she does is use fancy words that don't mean shit and tries to gaslight her following. I don't even understand how this woman has a following. I don't.
Look, there's a whole lot of people that reported on this case, but it seems the only one she's pissed off about is Emily. Why does she have it out for Emily so bad? Why? Why, Katie? Why don't you like Emily? She's a successful, beautiful woman, and you can't stand it.
I am so tired of Emily Baker. She has made my life hell for 2 years. I don't even talk about her on my channel. She has done every one of my lawsuits, and she acts like they're the biggest deal in the fucking world.
But she covers everyone's lawsuit. Anyone that's on YouTube or any celebrity, she's going to cover it. From you to Britney Spears, she's going to cover it. Sorry, not sorry. You shouldn't say shit that gets you in trouble. How about that? She's had this woman, Katie Paulson, whatever her name is, has had plenty of opportunities to redeem herself and stop acting like a shitty person and lie all the time. But, you know, she doesn't take that. She, you know, keeps going on and on with the lies and getting personal. And people are going to take her to court. They ain't going to throw hands. They're not going to do anything stupid or personal. They're just going to keep suing you. So keep it up. You're going to have like a pile of lawsuits before the end of the year. I mean, it just seems like every time we turn around, someone else is sending her illegal documentation because of her mouth.
Them have gone anywhere. When I was being sued by Tati Westbrook, she convinced people that I was going to go to jail for civil contempt and that I was destroying.
She was destroying evidence. You got served a motion by the judge not to delete social media content. And what did you do? You deleted tweets. You deleted YouTube content. We caught you in 4K. Social Blade doesn't lie.
Destroying evidence when I wasn't destroying evidence.
But you were,
and
though.
She also slandered my attorney. She made
That's not slander, honey. She made a joke about your attorney. That is not slander. If that was the case, every comedian would be in prison. Get out of here.
Queries of the judge. She gave the judge a nickname.
So,
mind you, she is a bar she's a bar licensed attorney in the state of
she doesn't even know any legal jargon whatsoever. So for her to sit here and not know even what she actually is comical. She's a district attorney. Okay, or she used to be a district attorney for the state of California. She no longer practices there anymore. She lives in Tennessee. She is a legal commentator. She doesn't provide legal services. Once again, it doesn't matter with the price of tea in China if she's fucking licensed in Tennessee or not. And she's not giving legal services on YouTube. Like,
yeah.
doesn't matter.
And she was disparaging a fellow bar attorney.
Doesn't
When
matter.
you're an officer of the
She
court,
She,
ethically, you are not supposed to.
but she's not an officer. She's an attorny.
Disparage or slander other officers of the court.
Oh my God. She don't even know what she's talking about.
So, I know that she's going to get it. And someone told me she's been lied. So, if Emily has it, if any other channel has it, I don't understand how anyone can take Emily seriously when she's on her channel cursing, saying facts, not fuckery, and she's not licensed in the state of Tennessee. So she's playing an attorney, but she's not licensed in the state that she works in or that she's in. She, in the state of Tennessee, cannot give legal advice. Unless she's in the state of California, she cannot practice law.
Emily Baker is not trying to give legal advice, Catherine Paulson. Emily Baker is simply reading court documents that are public and giving her commentary on them. Very respectfully, might I add. So just because you're mad because you're getting sued and that's a big story because you're stupid and you keep getting sued, quit getting mad at the messenger, Katie. Right? Emily's just a vehicle. She's just the messenger. Stop shooting the messenger. Isn't that what you said?
It's a lawsuit. It's just not in court. I don't know if that makes anyone else. I don't know if this was anyone else.
Did that make any sense? Listen to this again and tell me if that makes absolutely any sense at all.
I don't know if that makes anyone else. I don't know if this was anyone else. So, I'm not jealous of Emily, Crystal.
You are, though.
I don't give a shit. I don't even pay attention to Emily.
But you talk so much about her. You got but you got a lot to say, though.
Emily can have a great life. I just wish Emily would stop talking about me.
And she's going to report the facts, whether you like it or not. Sorry.
All her fucking fans. I don't understand how anyone can take Emily seriously.
How can anyone take you seriously?
Saying facts, not fuckery. Here come all her.
Because she cusses and keeps it real. That's a real Karen there. Come on. You're a big ass hater.
Fan.
Just admit it. Come on, Katie. Come talk to me. Let's admit what you really are.
Fucking fans. Fucking fans.
Fucking fans. Fucking fans.
Girl, why are you so mad? You got fans?
She's big fan.
Girl, you got fucking fans.
She big mad.
11,654 fans.
You big mad or little mad? You big salty or sea salty? Oh, this bitch. I'm not going to call her names.
So at the end of the day, they're not going to get an injunction because I haven't done anything wrong. And they're not going to win an injunction. They haven't even gone to court yet. We have 21 days to respond, and we are going to be responding, denying all allegations, and we are counter-suing, and we're still working on the damages right now. We're estimating in the millions right now.
There is absolutely
I'm about to fall out this chair.
nothing, and I mean nothing, that she has ever done that would qualify her losing $1 million. She will never be worth that. It's about like with Steve McRae's lawsuit, she countersued him for over $100,000. Again, what, ma'am? What? You're crazy. Crazy. You made them lose sponsorships that they probably can sue you for that amount. You, on the other hand, no. You've already said in Instagram Lives you don't make any money doing this case, any money whatsoever. So how is there $1 million in damages on your end? I'll wait.
So I have zero interest in going on Emily's channel. There's nothing to defend. Anyone that takes the lawsuit that 7M seriously needs psychological help. You need psychological help if you are defending 7M. You need psychological.
Who the F are you to sit here and tell anyone who needs psychological help? Get the frick out of here.
Help if you are defending the claims that they're making, and you need psychological help.
She's not defending. She's simply reading the lawsuit. Man, you're the biggest hater. I swear, you're the biggest hater. You are jealous of her. You are. Because you'll never be as respectable as she is. Because you can't take criticism to save your life, girl.
If you're on that side. Yes, I have a production team.
Girl, you do not have no production team. You need to stop with every...
Where's your production team at? I'll wait.
Post you make yourself look more stupid. There is no...
What she needs to do is hire a PR team because her mouth is unreversible, dude.
Production team, so just stop with it. You are embarrassing yourself. Oh my gosh.
And on civil law, if he pulled it from the court, he got it before we did.
So let me get this straight. Emily is talking to the cult. Charlotte is talking to the cult. EKC is talking to the cult. But on civil law, if you pulled it from the court, you got it before we did. Keep that same energy, Katie.
It takes like 2 seconds. They usually, as soon as someone files something, they upload it to electronically through the court website. So yeah, that's a lot quicker than snail mail. How many crayons short is she of this Crayola box? Like, girl.
Is it uncivil talking to the cult too? And I thought you said it wasn't in the court. So how could he have gotten it from the court, but everybody else got it from the cult? Make it make sense.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
Make it make sense. Come on.
It don't.
But any legal person that likes to get off on this, I just want to remind you, Emily Baker, we almost filed a complaint with the bar.
And it's not going to go anywhere because you make no sense, and every attorney will call you out just like she does.
Almost sued you. We're still in the statute of limitations to sue you for what you did last year.
Yeah, Emily knows what she can and cannot do. So for you to sit here and pretend like you're going to sue her and say you're going to sue her, you better have the shit to back it up. Your mouth better match your hands, girl. Seriously.
So just remember that. I can still file a lawsuit against you at any time, Emily, for what you did. And we can still file a complaint against you. So we've asked you to stop, and you don't. And if you are going to be
she don't have to
on the side of the cult.
Does this clown really think Emily cares?
She's going to keep reporting and reading your court documents and giving her commentary because it's called fair use. You're a public figure. When you put yourself out publicly, you are publicly open to criticism, and you can't handle it. You don't even know the proper vocabulary to even talk about this. You don't know the proper law. That's why you hire an attorney. She is an attorney, okay? She knows the law. And she's not going to put herself in jeopardy. That's why you keep getting ignored, because everything she's doing is within civil and criminal law. Fair use as well. Let's continue on. She's a fucking clown.
That she's given her a peace sign. The two were never on the same team anyway, so why is Katie throwing up peace signs? Like, if you want to be on side of the cult, peace. You look like a clown. You act like a clown. You must be a clown.
Sounds like one too.
You think?
She can't.
And just because
she can't put an educational sentence together to save her life, nor a legal one. I have been through the court system so many times for reasons I'm not going to discuss right now, but for me, it's kind of hilarious to sit here and listen to her try and act like she's knowing what she's talking about. And people that are naive to the whole situation will be like, whatever you say. You know, people fall for her shit, and I really don't understand why.
reporting on your lawsuit doesn't mean she's on
Thank
Team
you.
7M or any side for that matter. She's just reporting. Same thing you do, right? Reporting. I'm a reporter. I'm just reporting. Don't shoot the messenger.
It is crap. The whole lawsuit is crap. We went through the entire lawsuit today, and it's bullshit. It's baseless. There's literally nothing to it. There's claims in there that aren't even things that I said. He used statements that Lydia Chung made, as mine. And they also used like things I didn't say in there. They also posted like upon information and belief, meaning they had no proof of what was said. If you are worried about me, you're focusing on the wrong people. Emily and Uncivil, what I would encourage you to do is start digging into the lawsuits that have been filed against Robert Shin. If you want to do the Lord's work, that's where you should be going. Check out Robert's Chung versus Lydia Chung versus Robert Shin. It's in the Orange County Courthouse. That would be a good one for you to get used to. There's several lawsuits in the Los Angeles court. There's multiple bankruptcies that have been associated with this group. I've also been told that there's police reports that have been filed at the La Mirada police station. That's where I would focus my energy if I were you. I have used evidence, I've used court records, I have interviewed people, and anyone that is going to defend them is going to be discrediting the people that have come to me.
You never had credibility, baby.
Trauma. I'm not mad at uncivil law. Like, I really don't care.
Like, you surely do
She's
act
not
bothered.
mad at uncivil law.
Oh,
She
she's
doesn't
mad.
care.
She's big
But
mad.
Emily, on the other hand, you are not licensed to do anything in Tennessee. So you shouldn't be reading court documents.
She sounds so dumb. Not all about all things sassy. I'm talking about Katie Joy. She sounds so stupid. Like, she's not licensed. You don't need to be fucking licensed to have a YouTube channel and to read court documents on them. All you need is a fucking internet connection and a computer. Or a phone. The fuck is wrong with her? Oh my god.
She's so stupid, I swear.
You know? Say that louder for them in the back. She's stupid.
If you think I'm going after Miranda, I'm not. Nobody's attacking Miranda. Nobody.
You actually
Everyone
have.
on this side wants Miranda safe. We want her out. We want her free. That's what everyone over here wants. No one's attacking her.
You attack everyone. You attack a lot of people. And you lie.
Emily spread a narrative that I sent death threats. She spread a narrative that I was stalking people and harassing them.
She didn't, though.
She
Lie.
She made people believe that I was going to be arrested.
She quoted the law for the thing that you did was not abide by a motion that was granted by the judge to not delete your shit. Again, people went on Social Blade and watched you delete content, tweets, things you weren't supposed to delete after you received an order not to.
For destroying evidence. She was actually in a little group that was like behind the scenes doing stuff, kind of following me. She was really close to the prosecution's or the plaintiff's attorney. And when we attempted to reach out with her to share our side, she refused to speak with us. She didn't have to speak with us, but she was trying to say that her coverage was unbiased, but she wasn't, because she was getting information directly from the plaintiff's side and not from us.
No, she was actually getting information directly from the court's website and reading your documents. Oh my God.
That lawsuit was dismissed, and I have.
Let's talk about why it was dismissed due to jurisdiction. It wasn't dismissed because you won. That's not a win, sweetie.
I have a settlement agreement with them only because I was going to sue them after it was dismissed in Minnesota. And instead of filing a lawsuit against them, we settled. And that settlement included a mediation where Tati and I and her attorneys went through everything, and everyone agreed no defamation happened. It was a huge misunderstanding, and everything was fine. And everything is fine when it comes to Tati and her attorneys. I have nothing negative to say about Tati. Like, the whole situation was a mess. And thankfully, through...
That's what she calls her lies. Just a misunderstanding.
Mediation, everything was sorted out.
So let me get this straight. You won because of jurisdiction, and after that, you decided you were going to sue them, but then instead of suing them, you decided to settle with them? You decided...
Yeah, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. You either countersue on the same suit or you file a whole nother suit. And there was no other suit that you filed for you to have mediation or a settlement. Oh my gosh. I really think, why are people so delusional and lie blatantly to people? Like, there's, some people might fall for this, but not all of us are going to fucking fall for this.
Decided to throw your source, Clark Swanson, under the bus and agree to give them any information they want moving forward to help with their lawsuit. And you did all this because you were going to sue them. But instead, you just wait. Hold on. Please hold.
So lawsuits are not fun at all. They're super stressful and they are so expensive. They can also potentially be avoided if the parties can find a way to sit down with one another and find common ground where they can work out their differences. And that is exactly what happened here.
They also potentially could be avoided if you didn't say people are career criminals because of one thing. Say that they murdered their mother because they took them off of life support so that they could get their insurance money. Maybe not saying that Tati's dad's in the mafia.
I'm so happy to announce that a settlement has been reached as to all of the claims between myself and Tati and James Prescott. So I'm not at liberty to tell or discuss any terms of the settlement, but what I can say is that both sides, we engaged in a lengthy mediation, and the process was done in good faith. So during the mediation process, both sides were able to openly and honestly share information regarding the claims and defenses, and especially the claims and defenses related to the defamation claims made in the Washington lawsuit that was filed last October. So through talking with one another in the mediation, I was able to share with the Westbrooks that as part of my defense, some of the certain statements that I had made that they had found to be disparaging had actually come from various sources. In the mediation, I also learned information from them that actually led me to believe that several of these sources had manipulated me into publishing disparaging statements about the Westbrooks for their own purposes and to otherwise cause harm to the Westbrooks. Because
Shout out to all the people that have supposedly been talking to her behind closed doors about Robert Shin. This is going to be you in a few months. She's going to roll you under the bus to save herself.
Yep.
This lawsuit was not won by Katie. It was not settled by Katie.
Nope.
Katie threw her source under the bus to save herself.
Yep.
I have deleted these statements from my social media.
I didn't do it.
And I removed all the videos related.
You work with her, you're laying in bed with the devil, honey.
As the Westbrooks recognized that I had been manipulated and weaponized by some of these sources, the Westbrooks and their representatives have also withdrawn their statements that they've made about me. Starting over a year ago, one of these sources in particular had repeatedly contacted me, totally unsolicited, and provided me over the course of several months with disparaging information about the Westbrooks and their various businesses. It's now my opinion that this person contacted me for the purpose of feeding me and manipulating me into publishing disparaging statements about the Westbrooks to cause them harm. This source then sued the Westbrooks and asked me to break the story about his lawsuit. This source is the Westbrooks business partner in Halo Beauty for Wisconsin. As a result of having the ability to speak with the other side and to better develop an
She sounds like a frickin'.
I've agreed to provide whatever information and
I
physical
can't.
evidence
You know what? I'm not going to talk
I
shit.
had to the Westbrooks about my communications with the sources that provided me with such disparaging information and to cooperate in the Westbrooks' efforts to address some of the damage caused by the dissemination of such disparaging information. As there is ongoing litigation in other matters, none of the parties involved in our matter will be discussing or answering any questions about our lawsuit or its settlement. Thank you so much for your support over the last several months and for your understanding. I really look forward to putting this all behind me, and I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and thank you so much for taking the time to listen. Have a wonderful day. I'll be back later with more. Bye, guys.
Bye. You think discovery depositions will say otherwise about what? About me? That I'm a bad person? Am I running a cult? I'm just sick, you guys, and I'm tired, and I don't want to deal with this, and it's boring. Do you understand how boring this is to me? This isn't exciting. It's not going to go anywhere. These lawsuits never go anywhere. So generally what happens in these cases is two things. You can either do a motion to dismiss, you can file a summary judgment, or you can file a countersuit with counterclaims. So we will file an answer and we will file a countersuit. And generally once you file a countersuit, generally that's when the lawsuits fall apart because the person realizes, well, I might not win and I might have to pay for theirs. I think it's hilarious that they're worried about me. I'm so small compared to them. If they are such a huge, successful organization, tiny little me is insignificant.
But you sitting here calling them a cult is defamatory. Because if it's proven, because you're sitting here stating it as facts, so if it's proven that they're actually not, and you're sitting here saying things like that, it's defamatory. And you're trying to ruin a reputation. But there's 5 points I believe you have to prove for any kind of defamation. So
this is a repeat of Toddy's lawsuit all over again. Katie did the same thing. But I'm such a small channel. I can't be causing damage to you. But do you recall when she first started this, she was like, I have a much larger platform on YouTube. I have 200 and something thousand people, and I need to get the story out, blah, blah, blah. It's so funny that when she gets sued, she flips the script and plays that I'm so small. You're the one that has bragged that your reels get so many views, so don't act like you're not getting word out there.
I'm gonna stop it right here. We're already at an hour, so you got the gist. The moral of the story is, kids, don't say shit you can't back up, and not everyone is gonna believe and be naive to believe false statements, straight up false statements. And the internet's going to call you out. If it isn't me, it's going to be someone else. I have no words. Sit here and call someone a cult? That's a pretty bold accusation to make. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment down below. Thank you so much for tuning in if you did, or watching it later. Much love. Stay safe. Drink your water. And be a good human. Carly out. Bye, y'all.